Dark out there right now, but we're going to have another gray morning. The view from San Pedro is showing that cloud cover. Sunrise will happen at 5:43, sunset 8:08. 14 hours, 24 minutes of daylight. Let's make the best of it. I'm getting you ready for a hotter day. Your extended forecast is just ahead. Here's Robin with traffic.
Good morning. Good morning. We have a new trouble spot coming in for the 5, north 5 at the 2. Just got word of a crash. A driver spun out. The vehicle is smoking. CHP on the way. More details coming up. Stay with us.
Check in with meteorologist Belen de Leon.
Oh, inspiring message for everyone. Yes, we wish him all the best. We hope he soars high.
Yes. He already overcame so many barriers.
Exactly. Hey guys, speaking of soaring, have you ever seen a swallowtail kite bird?
Now we have.
Now look at this. You can see how beautiful this. I've never seen one, but we have these kinds of birds here in Southern California. It just takes the right photographer to catch them in the sky. Thank you so much to Bling Runner 64 for this moment of zen. Hoping you guys have a great day, that you soar high. If you want to connect with me, see your pictures here with us, use the hashtag weatherwithbelen. Find me at Belen NBCLA on TikTok, Instagram, and also Facebook, here to answer any of your weather questions. Now let's get to your forecast for this Thursday. The gloomy view over the downtown area. I know it's dark. The sun will start to come out during the 5 a.m. hour, and the temperatures are going to feel like summer. In fact, that summer feel is going to last all the way through next week. It can't stop. It won't stop. It's going to stick around. Now, because of that warmer air moving into the picture, the low clouds, the fog, what we call the June gloom in the morning, it's our typical pattern throughout this time of year. It's going to be thinning out as we head into the weekend. And unfortunately, for our friends away from the coast, that means the hot, sunny weather is going to affect your air quality, and it's going to be unhealthy, especially for sensitive groups. So we'll take a look at the map. The moderate, acceptable for most of us. The green is good. You notice there's only a small sliver down in Orange County, but it's the orange we have to be careful with. That is the unhealthy air quality for sensitive groups through the valleys into the Inland Empire. In the red is unhealthy air quality for everyone, and that's going to be around the San Bernardino Valley over near Yucaipa and the San Bernardino Mountains. Unhealthy air quality all the way out towards the Palm Springs area. Now the weather is going to heat up later today. The morning, can't stress this enough, for your walks, your bikes, your gardening, taking the kids to the park. The temperatures are coming in just a tad warmer compared to yesterday, but still feeling nice. We've got 50s and 60s on the map. Over in the deserts, Lancaster 74, and Big Bear temperatures are at 37. Now let me show you the afternoon temperatures. We're going up away from the coast. We're going to have upper 90s in the deserts, triple digits the farther you go. In Barstow, 102 today. Big Bear 75, but not far from there in Wrightwood, numbers around 80 degrees. In the Inland Empire, more spots will be hitting the 90s. Orange County, Anaheim, getting to 80 today. 81 in Los Angeles, just slightly above normal for this time of year. Upper 80s through the valleys over into Santa Clarita, 91. And you see Thousand Oaks 80, Oxnard 69 degrees. So the cooler weather is definitely going to be at the coast because they have the effect of that cool ocean water. But watch what's going to happen in the coming days. The trend in Riverside, the numbers go up even more over the weekend, and they stay hot through next week. No watches, no warnings have been issued, but that doesn't matter. We have to take precautions to stay safe. Some milder temperatures near the coast in the 70s. That's where we're going to continue to see the low clouds, the fog every morning. Low 80s. That is what we are looking at for the basin in Orange County. The valleys looking at upper 80s straight through next week. The Inland Empire, 90s today, more of that over the weekend. In fact, the temperatures could be a touch hotter. The forecast in the deserts, you've already got that heat, upper 90s, the low desert, 107 today. By the time we get to the weekend, 111 on Sunday. And in the mountains, temperatures around 80 degrees. So the summer weather is here, amigos. Make sure you hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Let's talk about the traffic. What's going on, Robin?
And moisturize. Remember, moisturize. Don't forget your sunscreen. That's what somebody told me. Good morning, Belen. We're heading back to the 5, north 5 at the 2. Spin out in the clearing stages. A driver hit the center divide. That vehicle was smoking. We had a lot of heavy traffic here approaching the scene, north 5 at the 2, but now it looks okay. So hopefully it's off to the side. Still waiting for an update, but no major delays. You're looking good on the 605. No problems for the 710. The trip between Long Beach and Alhambra, wide open. The 110, looking good. Carson, South LA, downtown LA, trouble free. The 5, Santa Clarita, that's going to be pretty clear through the Newhall Pass, clear through Sun Valley, no problems into Burbank, a smooth drive all the way down to East LA. The 14, that's starting to pick up, but 35 minutes, that's not bad at all for your average going south Palmdale off to the Newhall Pass. And what about the 405? If you're using it this morning, use it now. It's going to pick up. Right now, we're holding at 23 minutes rolling south from Sylmar to Inglewood. Jonathan, back to you.
Robin, thank you. Coming up.
In above normal territory when it comes to our temperatures. The normal high in Los Angeles is 79 today. I'm looking at a high of 81 degrees, and it's going to be even hotter away from the coast. In fact, here's the hour-by-hour forecast in the Inland Empire. Well, several cities are going to be hitting the 90s. Yes, we've got some patchy fog and low clouds, but now air moving in the marine layer, it's not going to take long to clear up, and we're going to get to that sunshine very soon. So as Robin said, moisturize, put on the sunscreen because you're going to need it. We're going to have high UV index, some cloud cover till about 8 a.m. 60s at 9 a.m., 67 at noon, already 81. And here we are looking at the afternoon temperatures. We're at 90 degrees with rays 4 days, and that is going to be affecting air quality. And look at this breeze, winds from 10 to about 15 miles per hour. So let's take a look at the numbers for everyone. We're in the upper 90s today in the deserts, in the mountains, temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. Look at Wrightwood, flirting with 80 degrees. Temperatures in the Inland Empire, more spots hitting the 90s, 95 in Hemet, 94 in San Bernardino, Moreno Valley, 91. Over in Orange County, 80 in Anaheim. It's going to be a warmer day if you're making your way to the amusement parks. Temperatures at the coast in the low 70s. Our friends in Ventura County will have 70s in Camarillo, Santa Paula, 80, but look at the weather in Simi Valley, 85, and hotter in the San Fernando Valley, upper 80s, Santa Clarita, 91. And here's your day in LA. Temperatures in the upper 80s near the foothills, 81 around Los Angeles, and 70s at the coast. If you're out walking your dogs today, just a reminder that the asphalt can get pretty hot for their paws, so do those walks early. Put on some booties for them, and do those walks in the grass as well. That's going to help. 70 forecast coming up right now. Let's check on the drive. Hey, Robin.
Hey there. Checking in on a trouble spot along the 5 CHP, responding to a crash north 5 at the San Fernando Mission exit. So they're going to clear that from the left lane. Car and a semi truck involved here. No major delays so far. The 5, the 118, the 210, the 405, all looking pretty good so far. The 101 also checking in trouble free. Both directions, east and west between Studio City and Woodland Hills, and the 405 under 25 minutes for that drive from Sylmar down to Inglewood. I just got word of a new crash along Sierra Highway leaving the Lancaster area, so we'll check that out coming up. And we have another concert tonight. I believe we have 3 concerts, so 3 major events that will impact your evening drive. We'll have details coming up. Jonathan, back to you.
See you soon, Robin. Thank you. Next year.
Because of all
This is why you got to brush your teeth, people.
Yes,
Kiddos, you gotta
watch
brush your
those
teeth.
sugary treats, right, Robin? He was
That's
probably
right.
going in for a lot of snacks.
Oh, yeah, they've been stealing snacks. Was it over to Monrovia? Broke
like
into a
all the
house and
time.
stole pizza and some snacks out of the fridge.
And then jump in your pool.
But no more pain. When he woke
Yeah.
up, he was like, I feel very, very good now.
There it is.
Very good. I had to.
These stories really scratch my head. I'm like, wow, I didn't know we could do that. But
Unreal.
yeah, but it's good that the bear has some relief now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, from the bears in the mountains to the coast, let's talk about the weather near the ocean, because if you had plans to head out to the beach, bring a sweater. The numbers are going to be in the upper 60s, low 70s, and we could have that cloud cover hang out for a little bit. But the waves 1 to 3 feet, a low risk of rip currents, water temperatures between 68 to 72 degrees. So the water temperatures are very similar to the air temperatures. Look at Zuma 72, Venice 67, and Manhattan Beach 72. There will be a moderate risk for rip currents here from 2 to 4 feet. Now let's talk about the afternoon temperatures, because it's going to be a hotter day away from the coast. We're going to have more spots hitting the 90s. Look at Santa Clarita, 91, upper 80s in Van Nuys. Same goes for West Covina, the Inland Empire, toasty spot mid 90s in San Bernardino and Hemet. 80s around Los Angeles and Anaheim. That's warm for these locations and above normal. 74 in Long Beach. And look at the deserts. Temperatures in the upper 90s and Big Bear temperatures at 75 degrees. Now we'll look ahead, because the weather is going to continue to be hot. The heat is not going anywhere. We don't have any watches or warnings in effect, and the heat isn't expected to be excessive or extreme, just regular heat. But that doesn't mean we should let our guard down. We're going to have numbers in the low 90s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for our friends in Ontario. And we're just 8 days away from the 4th of July. Can you believe it? It's that time of year. We're halfway through the year, and we've got an idea of what the weather is going to be around that time. Right now, the Climate Prediction Center is forecasting above normal temperatures for the West Coast. So looks like this summer heat is going to continue through the holiday, which is next Friday. Now, 7-day forecast, not showing any rain, not showing any extreme temperatures. In fact, when we take a look at the numbers, notice how they hold steady. So we're going to be in the low 80s, minor changes in the coming days for the basin and the Orange County. At the coast, temperatures here will be in the low 70s, and we're going to continue to see the low clouds, the fog, that pattern that we call June gloom. That's going to stay in the forecast, especially at the coast. And with the weather warming up in the coming days and the heat just sitting over Southern California, the marine layer, the low clouds and the fog is going to be thinning out in the coming days. So that means it's not going to be as gloomy as we kick things off for the valleys in the Inland Empire. This morning you still have some fog, some low clouds, 80s, 90s are in the forecast. And notice how these temperatures, they stay pretty steady all the way through the weekend. In fact, could be a little bit warmer through Sunday, 88 for the valleys. The Inland Empire temperatures in the low 90s and getting into the mid 90s by this weekend. The high desert, upper 90s today, and that's pretty much where we stay for the next 7 days. The low desert, it's going to get hotter, believe it or not. 107 by Sunday, 111, and early next week, 112. Finally, in the mountains, temperatures are going to be around 80 degrees the next several days, a touch hotter early next week in the low 80s for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Scan the QR code. It takes you straight to the forecast from the First Alert Weather Team, and download the NBC LA app. Take us with you. We want to keep you informed, and we want to keep you safe and prepared. Now, here is Robin with traffic.
Hi, good morning. Good morning. A new trouble spot for Sierra Highway. This is heading toward the Lancaster area. Just got word of a major accident involving a driver that spun out, crashed into a pole, brought down some wires. So Sierra Highway at West Avenue D, we have all lanes closed in both directions, north and south. A traffic alert issued by CHP. They're saying it may take a couple of hours, so 7 a.m. is your estimated time of clearing. Meanwhile, you don't have access to Sierra Highway along that stretch, so consider using the 14 instead. The 14 looks good through Palmdale, through Newhall, through Santa Clarita. We're under 40 minutes for that connection. It's starting to pick up, but not bad at all. No problems for the 15. It's wide open Oak Hill to Corona. The 91. Traffic continues to fill in there as expected, but it's very quiet and under 50 minutes for the drive Riverside to Buena Park. The 105 checking in trouble free. The 405 looking good heading north, under 30 minutes for that connection. Los Alamitos to the 10. And I talked about the two concerts earlier. Here's another one you can add to the list. Dierks Bentley performing at Intuit Dome. Showtime at 7 p.m. So that means slow traffic all along that stretch. Century Boulevard, Prairie Avenue, 105, 405. You will feel the pressure in addition to your evening commute, so plan ahead. Jonathan, Michelle, back to you.
Robin, thank you so much. Look at the beautiful sunrise.
Oh, this is amazing.
What a treat.
I'm just staring at it in